And hey guys, it's me, your friendly neighborhood POKEMANIAC, coming at you with another nerdy episode of Pokemon, a white version, as it were. In the last episode, well, okay, I can't do that voice for much longer, and I'm sure all of you headphone users appreciate that I stopped doing that voice as soon as humanly possible. Yeah, guys, so in the last episode, we, you know, it was short and sweet. We kind of went over towards Pinwheel Forest, hit the challenge rock with our hyper beam attack, and did some training so we could be prepared for what we are about to face, which is the Nacrene City Gym and its reliable leader, Lenora. So, without any further ado, well, I guess with a little bit of further ado, I gotta make sure everyone's healed up. Yeah, okay, so with our monkey and our otter, let us take on the Nacrene City Gym. Ah, that music. Oh, it just gets you so pumped up. And of course, we got Clyde over here at Pokemon Gym, where a leader waits for a challenger at the back of a museum. Maybe if all the, you know, fossils and, you know, exhibits come to life at nighttime, that could make a pretty good movie. That one's free for you, Pokemon movie makers. Ignore the fact that it's just literally the plot of Night at the Museum. But anywho, it has a great atmosphere, doesn't it? So, I will give this to you, and we get ourselves a fresh water, because Clyde is the freshest dude in front of the gym ever. All trainers in this gym use normal-type Pokemon. This is just between you and me. Normal-type Pokemon are weak against fighting-type Pokemon. Did you guys, did you know? I had no clue until it. Now, Clyde said it was just between me and him, so don't go spilling the beans now, all right? Don't be telling your friends, all right? They don't know what they're about. Tell them they gotta watch Pokemaniac before they can understand that normal type is weak against fighting type. Of course, Clyde, everyone knows fighting type is what's strong against. All right, we're gonna get composed. We don't want to get kicked out of the museum. All right. Around here, fighting type Pokemon show up around Pinwheel Forest. Now, I'll explain about the gym itself. My goodness, Clyde, you are long-winded today. In this Pokemon Gym, if you answer questions hidden in books, you can move forward. For your information, the first book is Nice to Meet You, Pokemon. Oh, I thought it'd be cool if it was Nice to Meet You, Pikachu, but then again, Pikachu's not allowed in 5th generation, so, yeah, I guess that makes sense. If you don't know where this book is, please ask anyone. Which is rather clever, isn't it? Because if you ask someone, of course they're going to want to battle you first. I hang around Nacrene Gym all the time. People call me a bookworm. I'll warn you now, I am strong because I spend the entire day either reading books or training Pokemon. Brother, join the club. That is all I have been doing lately. On top of my other obligations to, you know, society at large. All right, Carter. Must be nice. Man, I remember being a school kid. All you had to do was read and play Pocket Monsters. Good times. All right, so gonna have a Patrat here. It's a normal type gym. It's really not gonna be at first to get predicted. Scrub, we setting up all over you. Man, all right. I'm feeling good. This is a good indication. Good first battle for the gym. All right. Yeah. So this is gonna seem awfully familiar to, you know, the Striaton gym, because they kind of, you know, when they did that, you know, the crunch already. Oh my gosh. See, you guys remember what I was telling you from the last episode? That, like, weaker Pokemon have, like, crazy strong moves for whatever reason? That's what I'm talking about. All right, and he's going to detect. Well, you're going to detect this Incinerate all up your rodent hiney. I got to work on my roasting game. But that's neither here nor there. And that Patrat is, you know, got to the other side just now. And take that, Carter. I may be a bookworm, but I'm not a bug Pokemon. Ha. 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 You know what? I can't be judging you, Carter. As if I didn't make a really horrible joke right before you said yeah, you know what, Carter, you're okay in my book, because you make buds. All right, and then we got to talk to Carter afterward. Maybe he knows where this mysterious, you know, Nice to Meet You Pokemon book is. My first recommendation is a book called Nice to Meet You Pokemon. The bookshelves for children's books are close to the entrance. All right, so that narrows it down a little bit, doesn't it? Let's before we do, let's get into the gym itself. So as you can see, we have a couple rows of bookshelves, and of course there are trainers next to them, and there are just books kind of popping out that, you know, they're a little bit more obvious than the rest of the books, which ones they might want you to read. Now, he said it was going to be close to the entrance, so I'm going to assume it's one of these two. I'm hoping it will be. And we come up here to the book ladder. All right, this is a bookshelf for children's books. Boy, Carter really starting us off, you know, on giving us a softball on, you know, reading difficulty, I suppose. Nice to meet you, Pokemon. Do you want to read this book? So you do get the option. I guess you have to read the right book, or, you know, I don't know what they do to you, honestly. They probably take you down to the sub-level of the basement and beat you with books and give you little paper cuts all over your body and then squeeze lemon juice on. Yes, I want to read the book. It's a fairy tale about a little boy who met a Pokemon for the first time in his life. He is with a small brown Pokemon. Oh, is it a Patrat? Get the Carter! Get the broom! Get the broom, Carter! Oh, and then something happened. There is a memo between the pages. Oh, a memo? Pokemon trainers, I am the gym leader, Lenora. I hid 4 memos in this library. Each of them has a question. Can you solve the questions and come find me? Now, the first question. What is the first Pokemon you met in this gym? The hint is on a bookshelf in the middle row. Now try to find it. Okay, so obviously the first Pokemon we met in this gym, well, maybe she's being a little bit tricky, because at the entrance I would have to say it was a dead Dragonite, but with Carter here, it was a Patrat. So she said it was in the middle. Let's get that again. We don't want to be, guys, I cannot look dumb in front of you. All right, like I'm going to get real, because Gen 5 is real, all right? Gen 5 is real, so I'm going to get real with you guys. One of my absolute deepest fears is looking stupid in front of a lot of people. It cripples me. All right. Can anyone relate? Can anyone relate? All right, first question. Yeah, it was a Patrat. Okay, the hint is on a bookshelf in the middle row. All right, so if we're going to go to the middle row, which I assume has to be this one, well, it's not going to be an easy one, is it? I'm guessing we are definitely going to have to be battling our way to get to the answer. So they kind of make it a little bit easy, I suppose. Let's see what you have to say for yourself. Are you as cool? Are you as well-read as Carter?
Hello, trainer. You found a memo already and you're looking for a book about Pokemon? Teehee. In fact, I'm also reading a book about Pokemon. It's a Tepig.
No, so Tepig is not the Pokemon that we met in this gym. It was Patrat, so we're going to say no.
Teehee, okay. What was the Pokemon you battled at the entrance of the gym? The hint is on a bookshelf to the left.
Why does this game insist on making me a liar every time? All right, so the bookshelf on the left, it's a bookshelf for Pokemon. The biology of a Patrat. Carter! Broom! All right, yes, let's read this book. It describes the biology of a Patrat. Great, because that's what I want. You know what? I should really keep my mouth shut. We've got Stuart in the party, and he's probably feeling really, really upset right now. I'm sorry, Stuart. All right, let's read about Patrats. They communicate with each other by the movement of their tails. A Patrat raises its tail when it sees an enemy. All right. Oh, that's pretty nifty, and there's a memo on the back cover. Not one of those. I hope it's like an actual memo and a description of the book instead of, you know, how you get some books where on the flaps of the cover, it just, you know, oh, it's like a critic saying, oh, this is the greatest book I've ever read in my entire life, and doesn't tell you anything about the book. Like, what happened to that? Like, you need a description, a synopsis of the plot, like something. Give me something so I know what the book is about, because, you know, you're not supposed to judge books by their cover, but as I thought, that question was easy. Well, this is the second question. Flame burns inside of its body, and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs. What is this book? The hint is somebody may be reading it. All right, so that is going to imply that we have to talk to another trainer. Which, what sort of library? Have you guys ever been to a library where they encourage you to go talk to other people? I sure haven't. Librarians usually just shush me and have dry knees. They don't encourage me to go talk to other people. Now, it does say fire in its belly, so Tepig might actually be a contender for this. But let's go see what this hold on, lady in glasses and a lab coat has to say. All right.
I see. Oh, did you find a memo and come back here to look for this book? What does the memo say? Flame burns inside its body and gives off smoke from its head while it runs. I'm reading a book called The Structure of a Locomotive.
All right, and I got a locomotive coming over here and talking to you. Can I get your pal code, your pal pad number, your trainer code? I was gonna say a Pokegear number, but that's not this series. So, all right. Honestly, okay. A fire in the belly, smoke from the head while it runs. That sounds like a locomotive to me. Yes, the book is the correct answer.
Oh, that is correct.
Ooh, we impressed her, boys. We in. Guys, guys, don't. You gotta stop going to bars. You gotta stop getting on Tinder. You gotta stop all that stuff trying to find ladies. The good ladies are gonna be hanging out at the library. All right.
That's exactly how a locomotive looks. Well, I'll let you read this book. But before that, it would be great for my research if we had a Pokemon battle.
Girl, you can research me all day, any day. All right. All right, Satomi. Just absolutely my type, I'll tell you what. And she's got herself a Herdier, which is actually kind of scary if I'm being completely honest with you. Mojo Jojo might be having some issues with this. So we're actually going to yawn it. And she's got the strats. Satomi with the strats. She's going to be using X items. So that's something else you got to watch out for in this game is random trainers just having X items or something to boost their Pokemon for. That is a stab tackle. So Herdier is a Pokemon we haven't actually met, thus far, but it is the evolved form of a Lillipup Go. And something else I want to point out. Look, sleeping animation where they actually look like they're asleep. 5th gen's got it all, baby. How bold do I feel? I feel real bold. All right, we going it. We risking the biscuit, boys. We out here, though. So Herdier, it is the evolved form of Lillipup. Honestly, it is an absolute monster. Having a stab, tackle, having stab, normal type moves is actually pretty crazy. Thank goodness it stayed asleep. I was a little worried. Risk and reward. It's like, oh boy, let's take a big gamble and then worry about it, turning out. That did nothing! Why did that do nothing? Oh my gosh, use an X defend, not an X special defend. Oh, we are barking up the wrong tree, that's for sure. My goodness, biting off more than we can chew. I don't think Mojo Jojo's gonna be surviving this one. I did 2 workups to I was like, maybe we'll do half with 2 workups, but nope. That was that's an issue. Let's get predicted. Let's get this Herdier predicted, boys. Watch this. Wake up. It's that easy. How do I do it? I don't know. Oh, Mojo, say it ain't so. Sometimes I'm gonna drop a philosophy bomb on you guys right now. Sometimes you can do literally everything correctly, even so much as predicting what's going to happen, and it still doesn't work out. All right, we are in a situation, as it were. So we're going to throw Skipper out here. I feel like Skipper can actually tank a hit, or 2 for that matter. And then we can retaliate, basically, with our Razor Shell. Yeah, okay. So that's not too bad, 10 HP. That's still quite a bit, but I'm not as concerned. Skipper's faster, which is phenomenal. Okay, well, we get the defense. You know what? I will never be mad at my Pokemon for getting a crit. I will never be mad at my Pokemon for getting a secondary effect, regardless if it was going to help us or not, so. And, well, see, and this is why we switched out anyway, because I'm fairly confident that Mojo Jojo was still going to grow a level, even if he was only going to get, quote-unquote half of the experience from that, but. Oh, good. So Satomi only had a Herdier.
I've never known anyone so powerful. My head is empty compared to yours.
She knows exactly what to say to get me going. I tell you what.
Return the book to the bookshelf after reading. That is a rule when you read a book.
Yes, ma'am. All right. And with that, we can go up here and see general study. Oh, okay. The structure of a locomotive. Okay, that would be in general studies, I suppose. Yes, let's read that book. All right. This book is about a locomotive. I couldn't have guessed. I'm not supposed to judge a book by its cover, remember? Flame burns inside its body, and it gives off smoke from its head while it runs by using steam power. All right. Well, that was exactly the thing the memo said. I wanted to learn something new about trains. Come on! Man, a whole book, and that's all we get out of it. I'll tell you what. All right, there's another memo. It's impressive you found this place. That's what I'd expect from a challenger like you. Is Lenora hitting on it? Lenora, you are a married woman. I'm afraid I cannot accept these advances. Well, this is the third question. If you heat it up in a pot, it'll be delicious. What is it? Potato. Potato. If it said fried, it would be delicious. It would be potato. If it said baked, and it would be delicious. Potato. Pull it out of the ground and just take a bite out of it like an apple. It'd be a potato. I'm telling you. It's potato. All right. It is on a bookshelf closer to the entrance than here. Well, that's not very helpful, honestly, because the majority of rows are over here. I guess the first order of business is going to be nah, we're gonna need a super pot ion for Mojo here. The potion's just not gonna cut it. We can use a potion for Skipper though, because he has exactly 20 HP down. So that's actually really convenient, a good way to use up our last pot ion. We're probably never going to be using a potion again. That's just going to be the kind of truth of it. We are already beyond potions. Fresh water, again, still doing pretty good. I thank Clyde for providing us with it. Anyway, okay, so if it's going to be in a pot and you got to heat it up, let's go over here. This was the shelf opposite from the Pokemon one. Sweets for Pokemon. That sounds like it could be heated up in a pot. Let's go see. What did you have again? I already forgot. Third memo, pretty good. If you heat it up in a pot, it's delicious. The book I'm reading is about I don't know how to answer that. All right. Okay. Oh, so she's going to give a hint. I forgot it was tepig, but honestly, I mean, let's be real here. Okay, all right, hear me out, fellas. Okay. I'm just saying, tepig, pork chops, maybe some pulled pork. Look, I'm the messenger, okay? I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying, think about it. It could be. All right. So, oh man, now I need pulled pork. I'm gonna have pulled pork for dinner. Well, it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take like 6 to 7 hours to. You don't need to hear about my dinner. All right. Let's get the bookshelf, children's book, Sweets for Pokemon. Yes, I want to read this book. All right. It describes delicious sweets made by heating berries in a pot. All right, they're puffins. Oh, you feed me your puffins. I need some Tauros meat or something. All right, from the faraway, the mysterious and faraway Sinnoh region. Ooh, don't know anything about that. And Pokemon love them. Of course they do. All right, and but could we feasibly eat them? Well, I don't know, because it might be kind of like a dog food situation where it's like, you could eat dog food, like it's possible, but is that really? It's not going to be good. It's not something desirable. It's not something you're going to want to do, more than once or 13 times in your life, right? All right, let's read this next memo. Did you manage to get here without being tricked by the questions? Why, yes. Well, okay, I almost got tricked by the, tepig pulled pork, but, it was tricky. Now, this is the last question. From this bookshelf, move 2 backward, move 1 to the left. Move 2 forward and 1 to the right. I've already forgotten. And move 1. Oh, and there's another one. I've already forgotten. All right, find it by yourself. Thanks, Lenora. Some gym leader you are. All right, I've already forgotten. I've already forgotten what the combination was. But if I were a betting man, I would say it would be this bookshelf. And also, it's kind of weird because it says move like 2 back, and then 4, and then to the left. So if we move 2 back, they're implying that we go back towards the back of the gym. But my initial instinct when reading that is to go this way. Like, this is back, right? Anyway, so it's like, what was it? 2 back, 1 to the left. Yes. Oh, God, we got to read the stupid Puffin's book again. All right. Yes, we got here without being tricked. Last question. Okay, 2 backward, 1 to the left. Slide to the left. Take it back now, y'all. 1 hop this time. Okay, so 2 backward, 1 to the left. So we're in the 3rd row. We're next to Satomi. All right, move 1 to the left, Satomi. 2 forward, and then move 1 to the right, and then 1 backward. Yep. Okay. So it is Tepig Girl. So if we move 2 back here, and then 1 to the left, you want to come over? You want to come over and have some pulled pork later? Anyway, we have to focus. Then we move 2 forward, 1 to the right, 1 back. Yeah, that was a little complex, but we managed it somehow. All right, and let's talk to her finally.
I'm wondering, did you see the last memo and come to me? Okay, I'll give you the last question.
What? I thought that was the last question.
Can you challenge the gym leader if you win against me?
I'm thinking that's a big fat yes.
Tee, that's correct. Well, here we go, trainer.
All right, and that's clever. I like this gym a lot. I think it could have been expanded to be a little more like difficult. Oh, Lydia, say, have you seen Lydia? Lydia the tattoo lady. It's Muppets. Just ignore me. Anywho, and she's got a little pup, go, which is a lot more manageable than Herdier, if you ask me. So I'm thinking we can get a couple workups off. Workups up, and then incinerate. Maybe singe. That's something you don't consider until you see some like fully like articulated sprites in 5th generation. Is like, man, if you incinerate a Lillipup, that's gonna smell bad for days. I don't even care if it doesn't like do a lot of damage. That's just gonna smell horrible for like a long time. Okay, well, geez, man, that's still a lot of damage. I'm telling you what. All right, so we're gonna incinerate here. It's just a Lillipup, so I'm not expecting it to. Man, it took it better than I was hoping it would. That's 2 workups, guys. See, this is where we start kind of bumping into the limitations of the elemental monkeys. Man, that was so close. And we're back at 4 HP. I have to use Incinerate again because Furious Swipes has a chance to miss. And, well, Arceus knows that if there's a chance to miss in an important situation, I'm gonna. But we did manage to take out that Lillipup. But like I was saying, yes, we are actually going to switch Pokemon. Like, we're starting to see the limitations of our of Mojo Jojo, and by extension, the other elemental monkeys already in the 2nd gym. That was 2 workups. I know Incinerate isn't exactly the strongest. Just upset that Skipper missed a Razor Shell. He doesn't do it often, so I'm not super upset about it or anything, but it's just a... And Skipper responds, baby! Oh, it's a 1-hit KO! That's what I'm talking about. Skipper... You see, even that's what I love. That's why Skipper's the best leader. It's because even when he messes up, he comes back and fixes it immediately. Another Razor Shell. I'm not expecting this little pup to survive. Stand up to the scrutiny of our captain, baby. Take that. And we almost got to level 20 from that.
Oh, wow, I lost, but thanks for a great battle.
Yeah, so the monkeys, like, even... You'd think they would have lasted even up through the 2nd gym, maybe, but already it's kind of showing the limitations. However, we are fortunate. Mojo Jojo has proven himself before. He has Yawn, so I'm still really eager to use him, because we're going to need him in this upcoming battle. That's just kind of how it goes. So, well, with that though, we have cleared out all the gym trainers at the front of the gym. Which again, I love the theming. It makes sense. There'd be like a library in the back of a museum, with all the books and everything. It's so cool. All right,
you'll meet the gym leader soon. This is the last book. Now read the last book.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to read it anyway, but not because you told me to. I don't let anyone tell me what to do. Not even me. All right. There's a bookshelf for Pokemon. I didn't know Pokemon could read. The Biology of Tepig. Yes, I want to read the book. All right. It describes the biology of Tepig. Does it show me what cuts are the best? Flame burns inside its body and it gives off flame from its nostrils. See, that could have worked for the locomotive book. Also, it's nice because it You get a nice even grill from the inside and out because of this. When it's not well, it can give off only smoke. Why would that have not worked for the locomotive? Clue, huh? Tell me. Tell me why? All right, there's a memo between the pages, of course. You've managed to get here. Well done. You seem to have wisdom as well as strength. I look forward to our battle. All right, but do I have courage? Honestly, the answer, ooh. I wonder how much that set you back, Lenora. That's a pretty, that's technology right there. That's so cool. I love the hidden passages and stuff. And I like, and also a little detail. The books at the top kind of, you know, flopped over because the movie. Oh man, I love this kind of stuff. But we do have the wisdom and the strength, but the courage may be lacking just a little bit. I'm gonna go heal up. I'm also gonna grab a couple of super potions before we take on Lenora, the leader of the Nacrene City Gym. So I'll be right back, guys. If you give me like 300k Poké Dollars right now, I will let your wife win. Okay. Alrighty, guys, we are back in the Nacrene City Gym, not doing any sort of shady dealings at all. Trying to make it a little easier for ourselves. No way. Alright, so let us head on down the secret staircase, and there she is. Really intimidating aura right here. Just standing. She got some displays here. I wonder what the curator or the keeper of the museum has in her own personal room. The bones Lenora is using for research are on display. Oh, so it's just research. Honestly, it's not even like the rarest ones. Keeping those out for the public, which I can respect. I can respect it. And here she. Where do her eyes go? All right, yeah, eyes, like chibi face, normal eyes, chibi face, normal. Okay, I'm just stalling. I guess I would assume that Lenora would have normal eyes. All right, let's. Without further ado, I don't think we can stall any longer. Let us challenge our second gym leader of the Unova region. Welcome! The director of the Nacrene Museum and Nacrene's gym leader is me, Lenora. Well then, challenger, I'm going to research how you battle with the Pokemon you've so lovingly raised. Alright, and lovingly is a rather nice way of... oh, she's already telling us, she's like, you were not surviving this battle. Lovingly is... yeah, it's loving. Skipper for sure. Mojo Jojo, more so than in the past. But, progress, baby steps. Alright, so we are leading with Mojo Jojo, which might seem a little counterintuitive, but you'll see what the strats are here in just a second. While we lead with our monkey, our pet monkey, who can't do too much damage, Lenora is going to lead with her herdier, which is rather intimidating because it is going to be on level 18 with the ability Intimidate, meaning that your physical attack will be lowered, and it's got the moves Takedown, Stab, mind you, Bite, Retaliate, Stab, mind you, and Leer. So, the only strat I can see working, fully, is putting her Pokemon to sleep. Aye, she is starting out really, really strong, though, which is rather unfortunate. So, we are going to hit this thing with a yawn. It's going to get drowsy. Now, with that move, I'm starting to see what kind of trainer you are. Sneaky? Oh, man, we're making a bad impression on Lenora. She's not going to let us come to the museum at night and play with all the exhibits. All right, so this dog is going to be awake for one more turn. We are going to... do we send out Stuart for the sacrifice play? Yeah, why not? Stuart, let's do your job, buddy. Well, I guess your secondary job, opposed to being my temporary HM slave. Yeah, we're going to take a bite like that, and... Stuart, can I get a salute for Stuart here? He did his job. He was there to be a distraction, take a move so that Skipper can come out here basically unharmed, and now we can basically clean up with a Razor Shell. All right. Now, having Herdier being asleep is much, much better. Oh, and the defense drop too. That's so nice. Good. Skipper, man. I love Skipper here. Now, we are going to take out this Herdier. It wasn't too hard considering our strats, and Skipper is going to get to level 20, which is really nice, just in time, if you ask me. Not because he's going to learn Fury Cutter, but let's see, actually. Is there... I would want Fury Cutter over Tackle? If this was not 5th gen, I might want Fury Cutter over... Well, it's like... I'm sorry, guys. I have to think this through just a little bit. So Fury Cutter's Bug, which would help us out against, like, Psychic and Dark. And... well, no, because it has to accumulate. So I wouldn't be leaving Skipper in for Grass. And even if I did, a Fury Cutter would have to accumulate a couple of times before it would be super useful. Shoot. I actually think this is going to be a move we're going to pass up on. While Fury Cutter is pretty okay, 2095, it hits in succession. I just can't see that being better than what we've got right now. So, we're Ixnay on the Eerie Cutter Fae. We're going to keep old moves and, keep moving right along. Mojo Jojo's still getting a nice chunk of experience too. And up next is Lenora's Ace in the Hole. We are going to switch Pokemon, actually. We're going to throw Mojo Jojo out here, see if we can't get lucky and get a Hypnosis off. So, Lenora's Ace, Leader Lenora's Ace in the Hole is Watchog, which... Ow! Oh! No matter how grim the situation, I'll use my research skills to find a winning strategy. Carter! Carter! Get the broom! Carter! I need you! Give me a big broom! Big broom this time, Carter! Alright, yeah, say hello to Watchog! Which we haven't seen thus far. It is the evolved form of Patrat, if you couldn't guess. You can just see the relation there. I'm telling you what. And it is going to be on level 20, which is rather intimidating with the ability Illuminate. And it is going to be... It's not going to be holding an item, which is very nice. And it's got the moves Leer, Crunch, Retaliate, and Hypnosis. Now... one of the things I am actually a little bit worried about is Retaliate. Because Retaliate, if I'm not mistaken, it does... If a Pokemon has fainted the turn prior, Retaliate does double damage. I think I've got that right. But either way, Retaliate, it makes sense, doesn't it? Retaliate against... the Pokemon that did the damage. So we are going to have Mojo Jojo here. We're just going to have him basically take this Retaliate or whatever this Watchog wants to do to us. We're going to Yawn on the off chance that we get... Okay, it's just using Crunch, so that's fine. Using Yawn on the off chance that it tries to go for Leer, Hypnosis, and misses. It's just something you got to prepare for. That would have been our best bet. But we can get Skipper back out in here, and I think, honestly... this is going to be tricky if it gets a Hypnosis off. It will be rather... Well, let's check our supplies. We got some Chestos. Sharon, can I just say bless that child? If I were a smarter trainer, if I were a smarter maniac, I would have put a Chesto Berry on Skipper beforehand. But Skipper does have the Mystic Water, so I'm not super concerned about that. Now, I'm okay. I'm a little more confident because we have those Chesto Berries, but I'm trying to determine whether I want to go for the Focus Energy. Nah, because I think Razor Shell is going to be a 2-hit KO anyway. So, and it hits the Hypnosis. Great. I can't really mess around with this as much as I'd like to. I'm just going to immediately use one of our 3 Chestos to wake Skipper back up. And, yep, see, it's trying to... Oh, this is getting sketch, guys. This is getting sketch. I'm not liking this. We are going to Razor Shell again. Hopefully, it's going to miss the... Okay, it decided to go for Retaliate. It didn't do half. It didn't do half. We have a chance. Oh, we got the... Oh, Skipper! Skipper got the defense drop! Oh, okay. I was going to be really upset because we did about this, like, similar damage. Like, almost half, but not quite. And then Skipper got the defense drop. Oh, Skipper, come on, Razor Shell. We just got to get this Razor Shell in, and the Watchog's going down. If he uses Retaliate, I don't think it's going to KO unless that was a really low roll. So, Skipper. Oh, Skipper avoids the attack! Skipper! Yeah! Ah, Skipper, my boy! That's what I'm talking about. And gets enough experience to grow to level 21. Like, 21? All right. Oh, jeez. All right, and with that, we take down Leader Lenora. My theory about you was correct. You're more than just talented. You're motivated. I salute you. All right. 07s, boys. Ah, Skipper. Attaboy. Your fighting style is so enchanting. It is charming. You are a Pokemon trainer worthy of receiving this basic badge. Well, we ain't no basic badge anymore now that we've got the basic badge. Whew! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Ah, Skipper. Skipper just comes in clutch every time. Ah, and we get the basic badge from Lenora. If you have 2 badges, traded Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you. Here, I also want you to have this TM. And we get Retaliate, which is, yeah, pretty handy if you ask me. Retaliate does a lot more damage if an ally fainted the turn before you use it. Okay, so it is. Okay, good. I thought I was thinking of a different move. But no, it's definitely Retaliate. If you master the timing, you can defeat even strong opponents, which is pretty true. Ah, deer! Deer, where? Ah, deer, come quickly! Team Plasma is threatening to steal some bones! What? Jeez, oh man, that was fast. What? What is going on? Maniac, you come too. All right. Jeez, oh, look, we got a desk over here. It's just nice.
I'm the director of the museum now. This belongs in a museum. This belongs in a museum. This belongs in a museum.
Oh yeah, they're Team Plasma's stealing them bones. So we got to go see what's going on. This sounds like something we are more than equipped to deal with. And Satomi, if I don't come back, just no, I shan't say it. All right, so let's go see what's going on with the situation in the museum. Unlucky for them that I happen to be here when they happen to want to try to rob somewhere. So now you wait. Enough fooling around. So, you've come, Gym Leader. We, Team Plasma, claim this museum's Dragon Skull in the name of Pokemon Liberation. Aw, see, that's sweet. They're even extending it to dead Pokemon. Like, these guys are pretty nice. To show we're serious, we'll steal it right before your eyes. Well then, here's our smoke screen. Plasma! Plasma! What? Whoa! They are. What? That was actually really effective. My goodness, are they all ninjas? Where did they get trained? Oh my gosh, they seem so incompetent most of the time. What's going on? Oh, we have to go after them. Yeah, so he's not wrong. The Dragonite skull has been stolen from the museum right after we got our second gym badge, so the celebration is unfortunately short-lived, but we will be going and dealing with that situation in the next episode. So, if you liked what you saw, guys, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, like, dislike, whatever you're feeling like, and until next time, I will catch you later. Sharon is a big ol' nerd. Bianca, flighty as a bird. Juniper really likes to yap. Then there's me, the Pokemaniac.